First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
First personal foul. First team.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. For three, James. Rebound by the Bulls. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now. Leonard finds SGA. Now here's Pippen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets a very good look and converts. SGA's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Chamberlain passes to Leonard. Leonard, so strong.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And Atlanta misses again. Chicago trailing here. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Back to SGA. And again, it's Chicago.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
And it'll be Atlanta with their first time out of the game here.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. James outside. And that time also a missed shot.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Shot by Leonard, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And there's James from the arc. Chicago with a rebound. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds in the game. Chamberlain passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Pippen. Back to SGA for the lead. Shot is good off the back rim and in. SGA's got 14 points.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Wembanyama. They set the pick. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 5 to shoot. It's James on the wing. Again, the miss by James. Chicago leading. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, whatever they're doing against them right now, it's not working. You're going to have to mix things up, maybe be a little less predictable.
3-1-2-3.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. James outside. Shot to stop the run. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
Yeah, the assertive approach from LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense.
SGA passes to Pippen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. From the arc, here's O'Neal. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And Shai's playmaking is really exceptional. Highlighted there with the perfect pass.
And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Chicago.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Now, here is James. 12 points for him. Durant, pass to James. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. 14 points for LeBron James.
Unfair. I mean, combining length and strength beautifully. LeBron can get his shot off pretty much whenever he wants to. Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give him another possession at all.
Clock management is everything right here. Time and score are paramount.
Antetokounmpo with it. Down low. It's tipped for the tie. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for the Bulls. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
What a find. These are the kind of plays we've come to expect from him.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Pippen in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Durant inside. Leonard defending. Here's James. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The 3 is up. Tries again, and he takes it up and lays it in.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Now here's Wembanyama. Durant looking around. Here's James. Rebounded by Pippen.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for Chicago.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Atlanta's coach had some advice for the team over that last break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
Shooting for Atlanta, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls. He's perfect from the line this time. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Now here's Pippen from deep. Offensive rebound.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Outside Wembanyama. Now Antetokounmpo. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Pippen. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
James deciding where to go with it. Now Antetokounmpo. James outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Chicago leading by 4. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's SGA. It's gone! What a day!
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, with each bucket, he denies any thought of a comeback.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama, screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Antetokounmpo.
One of the only ways to slow down Antetokounmpo is to get physical with him. But you know what? That may not work. He is so good at absorbing contact in the paint.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 5.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
He's unable to get the second one.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
SGA. Oh, off target from downtown. Hawks trail by 5. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo, left side. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
James against Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
The Hawks call timeout. Now, here is James. 51 seconds left in the final quarter. Here comes LeBron. Oh, no good on the layup. And they go to the intentional foul.
Kevin Durant. First personal foul. First team foul.
This is their chance to stretch the lead, Graham.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistakes. They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
James outside. Cash from downtown.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Second team foul. At the line for Chicago, Scottie Pippen taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste. And coaches love to see points coming from an inbounds play. That's why you practice them.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game. Atlanta with the ball. Giannis! Tight D, making that one difficult. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for Chicago.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. And now we've got an intentional foul.
And I'll tell you what, this game is in the books. Not quite sure why they're delaying the inevitable by fouling.
He hits the first one, and that'll put him up by 9. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.